It may sound simple, but it is almost the hardest thing that a person can do. We always have to respect such people, no matter how fine they seem to be.
Nitwa Rukundo Jean d'Amour. Wenda
hari nakandi kazina numvise bari kukwita hano muri quartier.
Karaka kabyiniro nyine banyita Rikijo.
He is called Rukundo Jean d'Amour, but in this society, they all call him Ricky Joe. Unlike most of the disabled people that we have been seeing for quite some time now, Rukundo's story is very different and shocking at the same time. According to Rukundo, it's a person that did this to him. He was normal in the first place, but he did not last for long because of his stepmother that ruined his life from when he was 5 years old until today. As he was growing up, he always used to meet this lady, and she used to tell him a lot of hurting and disrespectful words to the extent that one day he bought a knife and was ready to kill her, but this wasn't possible. From that day, he hated all women with all his heart. This is his story.
Imyaka 29.
Ndakuvuga
29.
yego.
Na mugore mfite.
29 years ago, Rukundo was born as a normal and fine baby. He lived with both his parents and the situation was fine and normal.
Navutse ndi umwana muzima nk'abandi ngenda magaze. Ibi umuntu yaje kubinkora mfite imyaka 5 y'amavuko.
No muntu wabigukoze.
Yego.
Later, they were joined by his uncle and his wife, and they all started living together. After some time, his father made this other lady pregnant, and now she became a stepmother to Rukundo, and according to his story, this is when the worst happened to him, and none of them was happy from ever then. His mother and stepmother were never in good terms. They always had a lot of misunderstandings among them, and according to what he says, it was very hard to see them having a conversation. Years later, they lost their father and uncle at the same time. Now, he had to live with his mother and stepmother, which was never easy at all since they both hardly agreed on anything, and this made life more complicated. His stepmother started bringing in other men in the house, and this always made them fight among themselves. Rukundo could just look on and watch because he couldn't do anything since he was only 5 years old. But by then, he was still normal. He remembers that when they were still young, they always used to run with her sister and hug their mother when she was back from work.
Mama ngamukaza yana sister tukiruka dusiganwa tujya kumwobe.
One day, as his mother had gone to the market, his stepmother watched them closely. She had planned to do something bad to Rukundo. As soon as his mother went out, his stepmother came into the house. She had a bag that was full of some kind of herbs that they still do not know, and up to now, they don't know where she got them from.
Bamaze kugenda mama agiye guhaha. Asiga kuri saro hadafunze kugira ngo ninza gukenera gusohoka nze gusohoka.
Ariko icyo gihe wari muzima.
Nari muzima.
When Rukundo's mother was going, she left the house open so that it would be easy for her son to come out when he wanted to.
Mugore rero nuko yaje kwinjira. Icara ku buriri bwa mama nkuramo imyenda ansiga ibyo byatsi.
His stepmother moved into Rukundo's room and removed all his clothes and applied the herbs all over his body, from the legs, the arms, and everywhere else apart from the head. After this, she ran out of the house and never came back.
Asiga amaguru niho hantu hambere abanjije. Asiga amaguru, asiga ku maboko, umubiri wose ahana tasize ni mu mutwe.
When his mother returned from the market, he found Rukundo's body hurting and it had all turned red. She did not know what exactly happened to him, but she thought that it was something simple and it would end soon.
Yaje kuza atacya sanga umubiri wose watukuye. noneho abonye umubiri
She asked her son what had happened to him. He told her, and she started getting worried and tried to shower these things off her son, but it was too late and she failed to change anything because it had already happened. It became so hard, and the only way that he could ever move from one place to another was to crawl on the ground like this. It was not long after then when his arms also started folding themselves, and now things started becoming wild. His mother kept on getting worried, and the situation was also getting worse, and his mother failed to find a solution to this. He says that his mother was always worried until she died. Now, his life completely turned into a mess, and now he did not know what to do, but he was older than 5 years of age. He was going to school. The only way that he could do this was to crawl to and from school every day while people were always staring at him, but later he got used and started ignoring these people because now he had to accept what had happened. Surprisingly, he used to meet the woman that did this to him. She still teased her and laughed at him, and according to what he says, she used to come close to him and whisper, asking if his mother was still alive. She always used to whisper while telling him, "Hey, why aren't you growing? Where's Mama now? Go and tell her that what I did to her is worse than what she did to me." After saying this, she always used to laugh and walk away. He couldn't believe that this was happening. She did this to him like 3 times. He now decided to do something about it because he always used to cry each and every day that he got home next to his mother's grave and remember these words. He got a knife and kept it close to him. He was so determined to kill her the next time that she tried to get close to him.
noneho agasutama akamfata ku rutugu akambwira ibyo bintu, noneho nanjye mpita mvuga ati nzitwaza icyuma ngiye sikuru, kumwe asutama agiye kumbwira nanjye nzahita ngicomora ngishyire muri nyiramivumbi. Bo umugore kuva napanga iyo projet ewana sinongeye kubonana nawe.
He says that he never met her again until one day that he finally decided to drop the knife and stop walking with it. Rukundo is still a lover of football, and though he is now disabled, he cannot play it at all. He keeps the ball around for fun, and he does all that he can. He got so depressed and hated every girl that he used to come across because they always used to remind him of the woman that ruined his life.
Bitewe rero nuko umuntu wangize gutya ari igitsina gore, kera nangaga igitsina gore.
Living is now hard for him, but sometimes he keeps dancing and singing to at least make him feel better, and this is the reason why people in this society nicknamed him Ricky Joe, and these are abbreviations from his name according to what he says. Moving from one place to another is hard, and this is the reason why today he is requesting for a wheelchair, and this is what he considers as what he needs right now, because according to his condition, he failed to find a job. The funds that will be used to buy for Rukundo a wheelchair will be donated via Giving Life, a link that is in the description of this video and pinned in the topmost comment by Afrimax English, and this will mean a lot to him. Thank you for watching. My name is Prince. This is Afrimax English. Do not forget to subscribe.